I had just moved into a new apartment, fresh out of college, and ready to start my new life. The building was old, but cheap, which was exactly what I needed. The apartment itself was small, but I didn't mind. I liked the quiet, the solitude. Most of the tenants were older folks, the kind who kept to themselves. But there was one person who caught my attention, a woman who lived 2 floors above me. She was in her late 40s, maybe early 50s. She always wore dark clothes, never smiled, and seemed to have this unnerving presence. Whenever I passed her in the hallway, she'd stare at me with this blank expression, as if she was studying me. I'd try to smile or nod, but she never reacted, just continued staring. It was odd, but I figured she was just one of those reclusive types, maybe a bit lonely. A few weeks went by without much happening, but then things started to get strange. One night, I was up late, working on some things for my job. My apartment was quiet, the only sounds coming from the hum of my computer. That's when I heard it. A soft knock. At first, I thought I was imagining it. But then it came again, louder this time, 3 knocks in quick succession. I went to the door and peered through the peephole, but no one was there. I shook my head, telling myself it was probably just the building settling. But something about it didn't sit right with me. The next night, as I was getting ready for bed, I noticed something odd. My front door was slightly ajar. Just a crack, but enough to make my heart race. I quickly shut it and double-checked the lock, but I couldn't shake the feeling that someone had been inside. The days passed uneventfully until one evening, I came home late from work. As I stepped into the hallway, I saw her. The woman from the 2nd floor. She was standing at the end of the hall, her back to me, staring at the wall. It was strange because there was nothing interesting on that wall. Just peeling paint and old light fixtures. She didn't move, didn't acknowledge me. I tried to walk past her, but as I did, she suddenly turned and stared directly at me with those cold, empty eyes. "Why are you here?" she asked in a low, almost robotic voice. I froze, not knowing how to respond. I live here," I stammered, trying to get around her. She didn't move out of the way. Instead, she just stood there, her eyes fixed on mine. "You shouldn't be here." I didn't know what to make of it, so I walked past her quickly, my heart pounding in my chest. The encounter left me unsettled, but I tried to brush it off. Maybe she was just a little off. A few days later, I returned to my apartment to find that my door was wide open. I had locked it when I left, so it didn't make sense. I slowly stepped inside, but everything seemed in order, except for one thing. My bedroom door was slightly ajar. I never left it like that. I pushed the door open, and what I saw made my blood run cold. There, sitting at the foot of my bed, was the woman. She was just sitting there, staring at the bed, her hands folded neatly in her lap. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how she'd gotten in or what she was doing there. "What are you doing in my room?" I managed to ask, my voice shaky. She didn't answer right away. Instead, she just turned her head slowly to face me. Her eyes were wide, unblinking. Then she smiled, but it wasn't a smile that put me at ease. It was a twisted, unnatural grin. "You shouldn't have come back," she whispered. I backed out of the room, slamming the door behind me. My heart was racing and my mind was spinning. How had she gotten in? Why was she in my apartment? I tried calling the landlord, but the phone line was dead. Panicked, I decided to leave for the night. But as I walked out the front door, I saw her again, standing at the top of the stairs, just watching me. I moved out the very next day, but to this day, I can't shake the feeling that she's still watching me. I don't know who she was or why she was so obsessed with me, but I'll never forget her cold, empty stare. And I'll never feel safe in my own home again.